How is it going, mates? Subscribe, give us a like, and write your predictions for today's games in the comments below. And while you are writing, we proceed to start. Let's get the show on the pitch. Neymar is an icon in global football. Richarlison has a touch of genius, Hugo Lloris said. Dirk Kuyt has been sacked by ADO Den Haag after 6 months into his first coaching job. For the first time since 1966, the Netherlands have only made fewer than 10 shots in a single World Cup group stage game. During the battle against Ecuador, the Oranje have only attempted 2 shots. Qatar became the first host nation in World Cup history to be knocked out after only 2 games. PSG intend to buy Parc des Princes. The city's urban department has estimated the cost of the stadium to be 300 million euros, while PSG's offer is 300 million less. Ecuador forward Enner Valencia could not play the 2022 World Cup fixture against the Netherlands after the final whistle due to an injury. Enner Valencia scored more World Cup goals than Cavani, Garrincha, Mbappe, Raúl, Romario, Zico, Busquets, Cruyff and Lewandowski, having 6 goals. Former defender of Iran, Voria Ghafouri, has been arrested after speaking out against his country's current authorities. In addition to propagandizing against the government, the player is also accused of insulting the national football team. Messi is the best in the world. Playing against him is something very nice, Irving Lozano shared. Neymar is a world-class player, but not at the same level as Messi and Ronaldo. Mbappe still has the potential to go and reach those levels. We'll see whether he does or not. beIN Sports quoted John Terry as saying, "We are happy to know that we can still count on Cristiano. Not just the goal, but he worked a lot for the team. I think he can still play at the very top," Bernardo Silva stated. "Having an injury is boring, but I'm sure I'll have the chance to come back to the World Cup," Neymar said. Scoring in 5 World Championships is achieving an achievement that I would never dare dream of, but it is also proof that there are no impossibilities, Ronaldo wrote on Instagram. Neymar and Danilo will miss the match against Switzerland as both players sustained ankle injuries. Real Madrid are keeping tabs on Napoli midfielder Stanislav Lobotka. The Italian side values the Slovak at 70 million euros, setting the price higher than Los Blancos expected. Transfermarkt values the performer at 30 million euros. Senegal netted 3 goals in a single World Cup tie for the first time in 20 years. FIFA have announced that the total attendance of the first round of the group stage of the 2022 World Cup is 94%. Saudi Arabia players who took part in a sensational triumph over Argentina were promised a Rolls-Royce from the country's government. Celtic have reached a verbal agreement with MLS club Montreal to sign Canadian fullback Alistair Johnston on permanent deal. Iran played great and deserved to win. We played with incredible character, Iran head coach Carlos Queiroz claimed. Wayne Hennessy became the 3rd goalkeeper to receive a red card at the World Cup. Before him, the Italian Gianluca Pagliuca received a red card in a duel against Norway at the 1994 World Cup, and the representative of South Africa, Itumeleng Khune, got sent off in the clash versus Uruguay at the 2010 World Cup. Gareth Bale set a record for the biggest number of appearances for Wales. He has 110 caps for the Dragons. Trevoh Chalobah has extended his contract with Chelsea until 2028. The deal also includes an extension option until 2029. Nusar Mazraoui is carrying a minor muscular problem, no serious injury. Lucas Hernandez has successfully undergone surgery after rupturing the cruciate ligament in his right knee. Iran national team footballers sang the national anthem before the kick-off against Wales. They did not sing it in the previous game against England. Early on, it was reported that this was a gesture of protest against the country's authorities' policy regarding human rights. What are we doing here? This is our pressing? A lot of pressing doesn't mean you will go high on the pitch. Messi in the middle of the pitch. He has the ball and you stand in front of the defense. You have to go and mark him in the middle. Take your phone, you can make a picture with him. Saudi Arabia head coach Hervé Renard during the break of the match. Ronaldo, I'm asking you to keep criticizing him because that's when he gets the best of himself, Bruno Fernandes thinks. I will always be grateful to Mourinho, but now I would have hired Spalletti instead, former Inter president Massimo Moratti noted. Empoli midfielder Marco Piazza may quit the team soon. Empoli management are considering an early termination of his loan, after which Juventus will decide the player's further fate. Harry Kane did not register a single shot on target against USA, informs Squawka. The radical Islamist group, the Taliban, which controls Afghanistan, has provided equipment for the construction of stadiums in Qatar, The Telegraph reports. England had a goalless draw at the World Cup for the 12th time, making an absolute record. 5 2022 World Cup games ended in 0-0. One game remains until officially submitting the worst record for number of scoreless draws throughout all tournament campaigns in the 21st century. The Netherlands are 17 matches unbeaten since Louis van Gaal's return. Now we can have a closer look at the results of the World Cup Matchday 6, and here they are. Moving on to the main news of the release. Atletico Madrid striker João Felix is likely to join another team this winter, according to Marca. The footballer himself expressed his desire to pack his bags from the Indians camp and told agent Jorge Mendes to look for a new club. João's relations with head coach Diego Simeone have deteriorated. Bayern, PSG, Manchester United and Chelsea are among the contenders for Portuguese's services. Therefore, his overall World Cup performance will be important for his winter departure. There were also rumors regarding a possible loan deal. Erik ten Hag remains a big fan of PSV forward Cody Gakpo, despite missing out on him in a summer transfer window, claims Food Mercato. The Dutchman still considers him as a priority signing for next year and wants to sign him in January. With Cristiano Ronaldo gone, Man United need more forwards in their side, and Ten Hag believes that Gakpo can be the ideal option. However, PSV have increased their demands for the forward and will ask for at least 60 million euros in January after his impressive start to the season. Cody Gakpo has emerged as one of the breakthrough stars of the 2022 FIFA World Cup so far. Gakpo has now popped up on the radars of Real Madrid. Los Blancos could be in need of new attackers next summer, with Eden Hazard likely to leave and Marco Asensio's future uncertain at this point. Manchester United, Liverpool and Bayern Munich will try to lure the player to their side. Cristiano Ronaldo baffled and disgusted fans after eating an item of food he was storing in his pants against Ghana. The cameras captured the moment that the 5-time Ballon d'Or winner reached down his pants and grabbed something. He was then seen plunking into his mouth and chomping away on it. Portugal national team FA Francisco Abreu explained what Cristiano Ronaldo got out of his underpants. It was a chewing gum, nothing else, just a piece of gum, Abreu said. Former Miss Croatia Ivana Knoll has been slammed for not respecting the culture in Qatar after uploading a raunchy video. Knoll attended the Croatia vs Morocco match, making headlines for new Croatian flag-inspired dress. She continued to grab the headlines after she branded the 2022 World Cup the worst organization in history in a scathing assessment of the tournament in Qatar. One Instagram user wrote, "Shame on you, respect others' culture." A second wrote, "You are in Qatar, not in Croatia. You have to respect the rules as it is a Muslim country." A third added, "It is not a good thing to wear this dress in a respectable country that has its own customs and traditions in a region that is not suitable for dress, and your dress is very ugly." Lionel Messi's warning to Cristiano Ronaldo proved correct after the Portugal star terminated his contract at Manchester United. When asked about Ronaldo's move to Man United, Messi told Marca last November, "United are a very strong team with great players. Cristiano already knew the club, but that was at another stage and now he has adapted in an impressive way." From the beginning, he has scored goals as always and had no problems adapting. In the Premier League, it is not as good as we all thought, but it is a very difficult and even competition in which things take a lot of turns. After December, it changes a lot and anything can happen. Yesterday, we have once again been enjoying World Cup action. They started off with an unexpected defeat of Wales in a tie against Iran, 0-2. Cheshmi and Razayan got the job done. In a second meeting, Senegal predictably defeated Qatar 3-1. The hosts of the tournament responded to goals from Dia, Diédhiou and Dieng with a precise strike from Muntari. The Netherlands could not manage to beat Ecuador, as the Latin Americans' response to Gakpo's quick goal was Enner Valencia's equalizer, 1-1. Finally, the main event of the day ended up in a goalless draw. England and the US decided to share points. Folks, be sure to check out other videos from our projects that you see on your screen. You will definitely find something interesting there. We are to wrap things up until tomorrow. Take care and see you next time.